Let's think back to this morning. How much plastic have you used today?
I'm not the reason you're looking for redemption. You cut some strings and everything will fade away. You're trying to use some physical connection.
Plastic pollution is the buildup of plastic products in the environment. These plastics have devastating effects on our land, oceans, and wildlife. Landfill areas are constantly piled high with many different types of plastic. Only half the plastics we ever use are reused. The rest end up as landfill. Did you know, in Australia alone, we use more than 4 billion plastic bags a year. Of these, only 3% are reused. The rest ends up in the environment or as landfill. We're treating our oceans like a trash bin without even knowing it. 3.5 million pieces of new plastic ends up in the world's oceans every single day. A milk jug alone takes 1 million years to decompose. Imagine you floating alone on the ocean surface for 1 million years. Did you know that as these plastics float thousands of years, they become contaminated and even more harmful to sea life and the environment? Plastic pollution is having terrible effects on wildlife. Once plastic is swallowed, it cannot be digested, preventing proper food digestion, which leads to a slow, painful death. Over 270 species are affected by plastic pollution worldwide. On Lord Howe Island, the CSIRO discovered a dead bird which had over 175 pieces of plastic in its stomach.
My face above the water.
Lovelace. Remember this little guy from the movie Happy Feet? How he grew weaker, walked slower, and breathed harder? Why? Because of the plastic rings that were choking him. This is a serious issue that is happening to not only penguins, but thousands of other species each day. It turns out that there's something called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and they call it this because it is an enormous patch of garbage just floating in the ocean. How crazy is it to believe that it's actually the size of Texas? Despite its enormous size and density, the patch is not visible from satellite photography because much of the trash has been broken down into smaller bits, the size of an actual fingernail. Researchers often describe the pollution as a plastic stew. It's hard to believe that we are the only creatures in the history of our planet that create rubbish. Have a look around. What do you see? It's all ours. Let's be part of the solution, not the pollution. What can we do today? Refuse. When shopping, take reusable alternatives like a green bag. Reduce. Count the number of plastic bags and bottles you are using and aim to reduce that number each week. Reuse. Buy a reusable plastic bottle and turn trash into treasures. Do not throw plastic bags, reuse them or donate them to recycling centres. Recycle. Recycle what you can't refuse. Get involved. Let's start caring from today. Plastic we throw away never truly goes away.